This is going on my YouTube. He's gonna drop this bulb in there. He's trying to get it. So guys, I have this 07 M45. It's a 5-speed auto. It would be pretty cool if it was a 7-speed, but this is an earlier year. This is completely stock. Everything is stock. It has stock cat, stock intake. It only has a muffler delete, so just no muffler. So it's still considered stock. But it's on 85, so it has the UPT 600 cc injectors. So obviously there's 8 of them. This is a V8. We don't have a baseline. We went straight to the install, and this is what it's doing so far. I think this is roughly about the torque it's gonna be making in the end, maybe a little more, maybe about the same. 328 and 265 horsepower. This is where we're at right now. I'm gonna guess at the most it's gonna make about 270. I mean, you have the stock, everything. Everything is stock, just only 85. So that's a lot of torque. The car is a little heavy, on the heavy side, but that's a lot of torque. And it would be great to see this thing with full exhaust and at least an aftermarket intake, which the owner of the car is looking for aftermarket intake. I sent him somebody that can probably make him one. And then after that we can retune it and get some more power out of it. But let's see what we could do with this one. Alrighty, 281 wheel horsepower, 320 torque. Those are the final numbers. Hopefully he can actually modify the car on top of the 85 so we can get some more power out of it. There he goes. I like the way it sounds. Yellow. He says he doesn't really use manual mode, so obviously it's better in manual mode. So we'll see what he says about how it feels in drive. Maybe I should give him a ride in his car. George over there talking smack to his worker. I have this 2011 Nismo 370Z. Obviously it's a 6-speed. The baseline was pretty low. It was 273 wheel and 237 torque. So now we are at 285 horsepower. We gained 11 wheel and we gained 5 torque peaks. Now 242 wheel torque. This has your basic stuff still in Gen 3 colder intakes and test pipes and exhaust. This car did come in with misfire codes. I don't know why. I let him know. He said the check engine light came on about 2 days ago and he didn't have a chance to scan it. Whenever you guys get a check engine light, doesn't matter if it's tuned or not, you want to go ahead and scan it right away. And why would you not want to scan it? Your cars literally tell you, hey, something's wrong, something could be wrong. But it doesn't seem to be misfiring. There's a bunch of reasons, multiple reasons why it could throw a misfire code. Obviously this one had no tune, so we can cross that out. And I don't know, it's just multiple reasons. So it doesn't seem to misfire, so I don't have an answer for him. It needs to be diagnosed. If you have a misfire code, you need to find out why it has it. But when he pulled up, I didn't hear anything, and when I moved it in, I didn't hear anything. So sometimes I see this code and it's possible it's an old code from something that happened a while ago. So the code is still stored in the ECU, just means no one cleared it. It might have gone away on its own, but it still stores it until you actually clear it. Then it's gone. He did tell me that the light went away on its own. It could be a glitch. It did misfire. That's why it's a random misfire. We just don't know. But when I moved it in, I didn't hear anything weird, any misfiring. I didn't hear any misfiring during the pulls, and nothing sputters. Everything seems perfect. So I feel like it's not gonna misfire anymore, or just some weird glitch or something. by the way, he's aware of it and he knows it was there before the tune. And I just did another pull. The new line is the purple one. We are at 289. Some very good gains. Torque went up to 246. The previous pull was the orange one. So that's very good. So you guys watch my videos, and if you remember, with these basic mods, this is about what it makes. Maybe 290, 91, 92, maybe 94. And if you have a very extremely healthy motor, they'll hit 300 on our dyno. So this car just really needed a tune. He's gonna feel a huge difference once he goes and drives it. Yeah, hello? What happened here? Single din? You need the cover right there. All right, very good. These are the final numbers. 291 wheel horsepower, 248 torque to the wheels. I gained 18 wheel horsepower peak. The red one is the baseline, no tune. Blue is with the tune. There you go. This guy drove about 2 hours for his tune. It's gonna feel a huge difference. I'm gonna explain to him how to use launch control. All right, guys, I have this 08 G37 coupe. It's a 6-speed. Let me pause this while the train passes by. All right, it just passed by. And this has still in Gen 3 intakes, test pipe, and dual exhaust. And this 08 coupe actually has a 2014 VHR motor in it. So he swapped it out. I think he said the other one blew. There's no tune on the car at all. As expected. The baseline is really good because it's a newer motor in a way. So that yeah, hello, George.
I didn't know you were recording.
No, that's fine. I love you. So this torque on our dyno, if you're just tuning into my channel, if not, then you already know. This is usually what it makes on 91 after the tune. So this car is making 256 torque before the tune. That's great. The baseline pull, I did not complete it. I only went to 6400 because it's running really bad. So it only made 285 at 6400 RPM, and you see the line looks really good even though it's running bad. So after the tune, the car should feel very good for him, very amazing, if I knew what I was doing. All right, so I just did my first pull, basically almost took it to red line. We are now at 300 wheel horsepower and -1 torque. We gained some torque there, probably like 5 wheel torque. But yeah, 391 on our dyno. Like, I have to repeat it for the new viewers. That's really good. And the tune's not done yet. Maybe you guys want to make a guess in the comments. See how much this one ends up making. The 08 G37 with the 2014 motor. So I'm gonna say it's gonna make like 305 to 307. Let's see. Oh wow, I got it. 305 exactly. Well, I mean 305.8, but I didn't go off by the little decimal parts. Decimal? Is that what it is? I don't know. I suck at math. The little 2 digits at the end. I called it. Okay, honestly, I was gonna say 307, but I stuck with 305. So let's see if you guys got it right. Whoever commented, or if you didn't comment, you thought about it on your own. But see, that was just the peak. The new line is the what color is that? Damn. Where am I? George is yelling at somebody. The purple one, there you go. Yeah, dang it. Well, I mean, see, this is for you guys. The delta is the difference from whatever you're selecting on there. So 285 is the baseline, but it's an incomplete baseline. But again, the car was running really bad. So it's basing it off of that. So 305 minus 285 is 20. That's the difference. But, oh, still getting 20 wheel. Very nice. I'm gonna go ahead and tell him that. Just bought the guys some jumbo juice right here. Or maybe I'll just keep it all for myself. So guys, I just tuned this 04 350Z short ram intake, test pipes, dual arc exhaust. Very nice, very nice. Baseline was 239 wheel. After the tune is 248. The maximum torque before the tune was 222. After the tune was 229. So while it did produce the 239 with no tune, it was actually doing really bad. So 150,000 miles. I mean, I would say it's good for the year. Obviously the miles are up there, but I've had cars with this and obviously way more, 200, 220, where the final number is also better with roughly the same odds. He explained some of the history of the car and kind of figured out why, sorry, I'm trying to back this car out, why the engine, you could say, is a little bit damaged, and it makes a lot of sense. All right, sorry about that. So the owner just left, and what was I even talking about? I don't remember what I was talking about. Okay, so basically the car, the motor was not in the best shape, even for the factory tune anymore, which could be caused by a lot of things, you know, usually different owners, you know, bad maintenance, stuff like that. So even though he's taking very well care of the car, doing all the maintenance on it, you don't know how the other people treated it, the previous owner. So that's what sucks about buying a used car, and buying a used car that's had multiple owners. So most likely, you know, the way the car looks and everything that he told me he's done to it, most likely it's probably like the previous owners. But anyways, so this car could not even handle the factory tune anymore. It was running bad, and it was also pinging, which is not good. And even though the knock sensors are turned on, I saw that they were trying to control it, but it's not enough. So it just needs an actual custom calibration for the condition of this motor, if that makes sense. So, you know, let's just say all the DEs were made the same, you know, even though like every motor is different, say they're all made the same. Well, time and maintenance and however you treat it is what is going to change the condition of the motor and how it's gonna react, you know, to performance modifications. Or even if it's bone stock, it's, you know, if it's not treated well, then it's not gonna make the power it's supposed to from the factory. So in this case, it really needed a tune pretty badly. So it's a common thing. If you watch my other videos, I'll say, you know, this car really needed a tune badly. So that's the little details on that. And I'm gonna wait for him to message me, let me know how it feels.
Yeah. I need it.
You're all happy now?
It's time to come back. It's yours.
No. Well, I'm not gonna turn your car then.
You have to. Sign a contract.
Contract is to give me enchiladas every day. Let's see if he notices. Maybe I should break the wing off. I should scratch it. Corey! Fresh kick!